So who's that character? We're gonna get into the rules, but guys, this is a series that we do here on YouTube where I give you clues to a character and you try to figure out who they are. The character is not the silhouette character. I'm just using it as a title, just as a little bit of a teaser. So let's get started here with who's that character. So let's get the first slide. So first off, what are the rules to who's that character? Well, who's that character is played in 8 rounds. You have 8 rounds to name that character. You have 3 guesses total. When you've used all 3 guesses, you are out. I will reveal the winners once all 8 clues are given. So yeah, play just keeps continuing. You guys just put it in chat who you guys are guessing. And then there we go. Clues will be based on resource management series, in-game data, and or the comics. The featured character is never in the silhouettes. That's a brand new rule I've added. The featured character is never in the silhouettes. Rules. I shouldn't say rules should be recapped. Clues can be recapped. I'll have to change that then. Clues can be recapped, but I will not go back through the slide. So if anyone joins or anyone questions about a previous slide, I'm sorry guys. There's a reason I implemented this rule. It's a very important rule and you understand more as I give the clues, but I will not go back through the slides once the clue's given. We only move forward. So if someone in the chat wants to be nice enough to share clues, that's on them, not, but I will not. And then just so you guys know, after a season of 10 shows, the top 8 will do a showdown and a playoff. And as always, rules are subject to change as, we go through this thing. This is only the 3rd time we've done it, and I just changed the rules for the better. Anyways, let's move on to our very first clue today. And the first clue, so the character we are doing today, again, it always starts off very vague. The very first clue, the character we're viewing today is in the bottom 30% of all characters in usage. In resource management, they currently have a score of 22 and they rank 140 out of 193 characters. The screenshot each slide. Yeah, you can do whatever you want, Grayskull. Just whatever you do, please don't cheat by doing Google searches. Please don't cheat by doing Google searches. That's all I ask. Make up a story about Kestrel, prove I'm wrong. Can it be a Marvel Strike Force minion? Yes, it can be any playable character in Marvel Strike Force. Oh, well, I completely avoided the MCU today, so we shouldn't have any of those problems like we had last time. All right, I don't think anyone's going to put a guess in on one. Remember, the scoring system works like this. If you get it correct on the very first slide, which we're on right now, it is worth 8 points. If you get it correct on the second slide, it's worth 7 points. Third slide, 6 points, the whole way down to where the 8th slide's only worth 1 point at that point. So the advantage of guessing early is you can score more points. The advantage of guessing or waiting and guessing later is you have more information. Too legit. It says Mantis right off the bat. All right, we're moving on. I don't think I'm getting more guesses the first slide, so let's move on to our... Oh, nope. Grayskull came in with a Okoye. Is Grayskull on my list? Yes, he is. Okoye. All right, let's move on to the second slide. It's been more than a minute. And that's going to be... All right, this character first appeared in comics in 1979. All right, 1 minute on the clock. This character first appeared in the comics in 1979. Killshot North Star is not a valid guess. It has to be a character that's in Marvel Strike Force. Jughead says Crossbones. All right, moving on. Next clue is this character has been resurrected at least once in the comics. This character has been resurrected at least once in the comics. Stand by the first one. That narrows down nothing. Guess one. All right. Electra Ferneterin. Info, it may or may not be. I will not comment on silhouettes. Van City Raven says Ant-Man. Nature Boy says Deadpool. You guys are trying to score major points by guessing early. I can see you guys are all onto it. Nature Boy, Deadpool. Ant-Man for Devourment. Yeah, Ant-Man seems to be the popular choice. I'm assuming that someone did a Google search, or that many people really know their comics, one or the other. I'm not confirming or denying. I'm just saying. It seems pretty evident that something went on behind the scenes. All right, that's it. All right, we're up to date. We're going to the next clue. We're on to clue number 4. That is, in the comics, this character has been killed by a labeled villain in Marvel Strike Force, but their father was killed by a character labeled hero in Marvel Strike Force. The villain is in the silhouette. Could be from a previous or future one. So the villain that the character was killed by is in the silhouettes. Either you've seen it already or you're going to see it. All right, it's been a minute. We're going to move on to clue number 5. And that is, it is possible to unlock this character without RNG before you reach level 70. This is a Marvel Strike Force clue. It is possible to unlock this character without RNG before you reach level 70. We got a guess for Wolverine, whose name I shall now call I Cannot Buy a Vowel. Last guess for entering Nebula. Are they supposed to be this? Yes, they're all describing the same tune. Yes. Grayskull, Ant-Man. You count shop resets. There has to be a reliable way to get the character unlocked before you hit level 70 where RNG is not involved. All right, the next clue. A character in the silhouettes has had a crush on our featured character. A character in the silhouettes has had a crush on our featured character. Who's featured? Pick Doom in the pick. So a character in the silhouettes. So all the silhouettes you have seen or are going to see. That's why you guys gotta see. That's why I put that as a new rule. You guys got to pay attention to the silhouettes. Since everyone can seem to figure out who the silhouettes are, I figured, you know what? I'm going to use this to my advantage. A character in the silhouettes, either you have seen or going to see, has had a crush on our featured character. No one's had a crush on Nebula. Let's see. Nimblewimble says Kitty Pryde. All right, so moving on to clue number 7. We're down to our last 2 clues. Number 7 is this character on basic attack can apply defense up to 1 random hero bio ally. This character on basic attack can apply defense up to 1 random hero bio ally. Wish I got I would have got it on the father death clue. Sorry. No, Netherman, thanks for the tier 1 sub, man. Appreciate that. Unless it was gifted to you. Was it gifted to you? Oh no, you did it. All right, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Sorry, I was just blocked by my screen or my Excel sheet. All right, we're moving on to the very last clue. Thanks, Netherman, man. I appreciate that. All right, the very last clue, and the one I thought would be the most valuable clue, is this character did not appear until 2005 or 2006. There was conflicting sources. Under their alias. This character did not appear until 2005 or 2006 under their alias. All right, guys, that is the very last clue. So if you haven't used up your 3 guesses yet, make sure you get your guesses in here, because I'm going to give you guys a minute or until I'm done recording any guesses and to reveal who the feature character of today is. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, the character won't be the silhouettes, but the silhouettes might be a clue. And that's a thing I'm going to do forward, guys. So prepare yourselves. It's going to be a thing I do going forward. Anyways, so today's Who's That Character? I am happy to say some of you guys got it right. Unfortunately, I'll have to go back through the video footage to make sure that everyone gets the proper amount of points, as I did mess up because as I was writing new people that I didn't have recorded down before, and it was getting hard for me to find everybody. I sorted the names alphabetically, but didn't have it tied to the guesses you guys made, so people got shifted around. So I will have to go back through the video footage to make sure everyone gets the proper amount of points. So I'm not going to announce any winners. You guys should know or not know if you guessed this character in the chat or not. And the winner is, or the feature character is Stature. So those of you guys guessed Stature, congrats, you guys got it correct. All right, let's go back to the clues. For those of you guys that are not familiar with the comics, I can go through each clue and explain to you how each clue works or how it relates. All right, so first off, Stature is in the bottom 30% of all characters in usage. She has a score of 22, ranked 140 out of 193. I'll show you guys her character card when we get to the end to show you guys exactly what she's useful for in the game. This character first appeared in comics in 1979. That is true. She appeared as Cassie Lang. She did not appear as Stature. She appeared as Cassie Lang in her very first appearance. This character has been resurrected at least once in the comics. Yes, as you guys know by a future clue, she was killed once and resurrected by the same character that killed her. In the comics, this character has been killed by a character. Yeah, it's been killed by a labeled villain in MSF, but their father was killed by a character labeled hero in Marvel Strike Force. The villain is in the silhouettes, could be a future or previous one. The other thing you guys don't realize is that there's another clue right here in this silhouette, as Scarlet Witch is the person who killed her father. Scarlet Witch is the one who killed Ant-Man. Doctor Doom is the one who killed Stature, and Doctor Doom then through some kind of timeline where he got changed to a hero, he resurrected her. But yeah, Scarlet Witch is the one who killed her father. And you guys see Doctor Doom later in the silhouettes. All right. It is possible to unlock this character without RNG before you reach level 70. That is true. She is in the Cosmic Campaign, I think node 19, if I remember correctly. A character in the silhouettes has had a crush on our featured character. So so this clue was originally going to be something else, and I changed it to this. I thought this was more, I thought this would be harder to figure out than what I was going to put down. So if you guys haven't figured out the character that is in the silhouettes that has had a crush on Stature, does anybody know this one? Let's see if anyone knows this one. Does anybody know what character is in the silhouettes that has had a crush on Stature? I'm just curious. I'm going to give you guys a few seconds there. See if there's any really knowledgeable comic book people out there. Gwen, no, we're talking about Stature. Magneto, no, not Magneto. Oh, no, Gwen Stacy. I guess you're guessing if Gwen Stacy was her. No. If we're over 18, we got her. I guess you could say Fantastic Fatness. It's just not my experience in farming nodes. Free P, yes, Free P got it right. It is Vision. Vision had a crush on Stature when his brain, I'm trying to remember what I was read, this brain or something that was it was repatternized after Iron Lads, and Iron Lads the one who had a crush on Stature. So Vision had a crush on Stature, and you guys can see back here in this one, that's Vision right there. No, I was gonna originally put like our Scarlet Witch is not the only one Vision has had a crush on. Was originally going to be the clue, and then I changed it because I thought if Vision hadn't had a whole lot of crushes on people, I thought it'd be straight to the point. So I changed it that way. So it was a silhouette. This character has a basic attack that can apply defense up to one random hero bio ally. That is true. Stature's basic attack can apply defense up to one random hero bio ally, but it also can give one defense up to one random Pimtech ally also. So it's either or. I obviously did not include the Pimtech part to try to keep this not as direct. And then this character did not appear until 2005 or 2006. Two different websites had two different dates, so I just included them both because I don't know who was accurate. But yeah, she under her alias. So this is in 2005, 2006 is when she first appeared as Stature. Up until then, any comics that she was shown in she was Cassie Lang. And she's actually not even Stature right now in the comics. She's actually Stinger in the comics currently. She's not even Stature anymore. But I didn't want to put that in because I figured if anyone who follows the comics probably would get it right away if I mentioned anything about Stinger. So, yep, who's that character? Stature. Stature's card looks like this. She can unlock Jubilee. Has Dark Dimension use, but when I went to go back and check my data earlier today, she's no longer appearing in the top 10. She had previously when I collected my data for Dark Dimension 5, but she's no longer there. Like the same 5 characters are like there all the time. So I do have her Dark Dimension use. She still is a part of one-shots in Dark Dimension 4, but she disappeared from Dark Dimension 5. And then she can be used in 2 sections of campaign with a total score of 22.